specific questions in relation to, like, United Ireland. Have you looked at it, and if not, why? Or why is it? It's not on the risk register.
In fairness, I'm trying to just stay away from anything that isn't germane to today. There's lots of other times to ask that particular question. It's a very important question. Yeah, but I think I just want to stick to the Department of Transport issues.
Yeah, sorry, Chair. It's a governance issue.
Yeah, like, just let me get it right, Senator. I want to be as helpful as possible to everybody, particularly yourself. And I appreciate this is our first time in this meeting together. And I just ask you, if you can, just refer to the issues which are germane to today.
Yeah, but can I just? We're talking about governance.
We are.
One of the issues in One of the issues of governance is the Audit Risk Committee performance practice. Chapter 4, the Department ensures that risk and performance are adequately managed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm asking about an issue that is in the public sphere that people are talking about that has huge potential risk if not properly managed. I couldn't be in front of a more appropriate group of people to ask this question about the Audit Risk Committee, which is here, the Risk Committee, and ask an issue which is in the public sphere, which Eunice, Teresa, everyone from the British Prime Minister to Arlene.
I think in fairness, you can make your political speeches somewhere else.
There's not a
I'm sorry, I'm ruling. Look, come here.
Sorry.
I want to be very clear. Your questions are proper and germane to the audit. I have questions on the audit myself. And without, just if you're asking about the audit, you get your answers.
Yeah,
right?
but that's
but the British Prime Minister is not part of it.
No, but I'm just saying the reason I'm asking it here, because we're talking about governance, is the person in charge of the Risk Committee is here at the meeting.
Sure, of course.
We're talking about governance. I'm asking about a governance issue.
No issue with governance.
Which is to do with an issue that has huge potential risk if not properly managed.
Sure, okay.
Right? And that issue of policy neglect seldom goes unpunished. The three questions I have is A, it's not on the risk register. B, was it ever discussed by the Risk Committee? And C, if not, why not?
Senator.
Sorry, I actually.
Sorry, just hold on.
Secretary General, whether yourself or Ray answers, I don't mind, but like it's a specific question.
I think, in fairness, I'm the chairman here. I'm happy. Look,
I'm
trying to be helpful. I genuinely am, and I think the department have been very helpful too. So we're not trying to walk anybody into an area that isn't our area today. But at the same time, as regards risk committees, generic. It's a generic question, I think, is it? Or do you wish to say something on it?
Senator, I mean, risk issues dealt with by the Risk Committee, yes. I'm not sure I'm following your line on this. I think, look, we deal with transport issues, political issues dealt with by the Department of Foreign Affairs, and you know, it's just not something that I think we're in a position to or competence to comment on at a committee hearing like this. So, Chairman, I thank you for your comments.
Yeah, no. I'm happy.
Can I? Yeah, no, but
I'm sorry, I've ruled on that.
No,
Senator, I want to be very clear. Yeah. Any question to deal with technical matters are fine, but only issues which are germane to the Department of Transport. There are other fora where you're a member of, or you have the right to go into to raise other points. I have some questions, if I may, on just these are generic questions. I'm just trying to follow through an issue here, if I may, but I'm conscious.
Can I just come in again, Chair?
And
I agree with you. It is preliminary the Department of Foreign Affairs, but the issue that I'm talking about in relation to United Ireland would affect the Department of Health, Department of Education, Department of Housing, every agriculture, because it's agriculture. It's crossed the entire remit of government. It couldn't be more broad-ranging in its impact in terms of tourism, in terms of transport.
Made his point, and I think we should leave it at that. I just want to ask some questions.
Sorry, just Chair, to be helpful in this, literally, this is my first meeting, so I apologise for this. But like, in relation to governance and the Risk Committee, all I'm asking are three questions. It's not on the register. If it's not on the register, was it discussed? And if not, why not? It's not a political. It is a political issue.
It is a political issue.
But it goes back to Chairman. It goes back to my original point. The minister or politicians are not allowed to interfere with the department when it comes to issues that they feel are too sensitive. The department's role, the public service role, the permanent government, and sometimes thankfully, role is to highlight issues that are uncomfortable for politicians to address for political reasons, and we all know those ones. But my concern here is that, and because I've done the research and had spoken to people in Northern Ireland, there is a concern, and particularly in unionism, so take that concern, that there will be a referendum within 5 years. If I told you that within 5 years you had to prepare for that.
I'm asking the witnesses not to reply on the grounds that it's not germane to this meeting. I would point out to committee, I would point out to the Senator, you have every opportunity in the Senate, you have every opportunity in Foreign Affairs to raise those issues at, and I'm ruling that your question is out of order. But I want to hold on. I just want to ask just a few generic questions, if I may. I'm trying to follow a trend here in my own thought.